kind of straight out the lighthouse music.
I go by Yekabin, 12 tribes representing. Uncommon conscious music through your studios, listen. I don't be cooking crack in my homeboy's kitchen. I be about that information, share it with my brethren. You won't see me on no block, serving fiends, catching cases. You'll see me on the web, learning about registration. Trying to search about my nationality and heritage, then research about history and what this shit was carrying. I think my people were slaves in the days of the Constitution, labeled them as livestock. Tagged us, beat us, kept us moving, treated us with brutality and kept the world puking. Then promised slave rights, apologies and retributions. That Negro Act is still valid and they using it. That's why I gotta make this shit surreal music. The Negro Act is still valid and they using it. That's why I gotta make this shit surreal music. This is Young Yisrael Nation and I got a message that come from the streets. We can no longer be silent. We can no longer be weak. We can no longer suffer defeats from Edomites be what they want us to be. We gotta be the most high chosen nation, cause that's the nation we was chosen to be. We gotta be the most fearless, but we gotta keep up your laws though. I don't know if y'all can hear this, but I'm spitting truth through these bars, bro. If you focus, you can see them. Genocide and I see them. Constantine and his Roman friends, the first council in Nicaea. But as far as these Romans go, when the deep is all this Yisrael United, a kingdom, awakening, a nation. Leave it in there. That's hard. Yeah.
You are listening to Yisrael United, hosted by your brother Yekabin. You can follow us on Instagram, check us out on Facebook, and also subscribe to that YouTube channel. We're a kingdom awakening a nation. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Yeah. We're back. Another episode. Let me fix these vocals real quick. Yeah, that sounds a little better. We're back another episode. Yisrael United in the building, baby. Yeah! You know how I like to do it. This is the home of national awareness. We talk about the Bible, we read that scripture verse by verse. Hey, we got a phone number too. Somebody shoot that line out for them.
314-339-9759. Hit the line.
Yeah, call us up. Let us know what you think. I got my Corona building with me today. Go ahead and say who y'all is.
Hey, y'all, it's Cash.
Your turn.
What's up, guys? Devon.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's your boy
Lil
Lil Swag.
Swag.
Tim in the building.
All right, TYM.
What's up with the Charles being Yekabin?
Yeah, and I'm your brother Yekabin. Y'all know what we do. Y'all know what time it is. We're gonna get right to it, you know, cause we like this so much. What did we talk about last week?
So last week, we talked about how the nation of Israel was freed from Egypt finally after the plagues of the last plague of the Most High killing the firstborn children of all the Egyptians, or who didn't have the blood of the lamb on the doorpost. We talked about how.
Well, I want to stop you real quick now. You said the Pharaoh was killing.
Not the Pharaoh, the Most High.
The Most High was killing
the firstborn children of the
Egyptians. Because these plagues and shit.
Yes.
Now tell me about these plagues. Why was the Most High putting these plagues on Egypt, on the Pharaoh?
Because the Pharaoh would not let his people go and worship.
And these people you talking about, who is they?
The nation of Yisrael.
The nation of Yisrael. What is that? Somebody else tell me, who are the nation of Yisrael? Where they come from? Why is this shit important? Why are we talking about this? Who else can tell me that?
I guess So, what do you want to know where it come from?
Yeah, the nation of Yisrael. Who is Yisrael? What's this nation? What is that?
So the nation of Israel was chosen by, well, I'm gonna say this, Abraham.
Okay, cool. So it starts with Abraham. Well, I
starts
know
with
it starts
Abraham.
all the way back with Noah.
Yeah.
Noah had 3 kids, right? What's
started
Noah's
with-
3 kids' name?
Shem, Ham, and Yafet.
Shem, Ham, and Yafet. So Abraham comes from who? He comes from Shem, Ham, or Yafet?
I think it was Japheth. Shem. I'm tripping.
All right, Abraham comes from Shem. I was finna give you the fail sign. Boy. I was doing it. I was finna do it. All right. So Abraham comes from Shem, and who is Abraham's kid? Who did Abraham have?
Isaac and
Ishmael.
Isaac and Ishmael.
Ishmael, yeah.
Okay, so they brothers.
Yeah.
Did they come from the same woman though?
no.
No. Give me the history. Who Isaac come from?
Isaac came from Sarah, which was Abraham's wife,
All right, that's a good job.
and Ishmael came from Hagar.
Okay, that's excellent. All right, good. So the chosen nation. All right, first of all, let me backtrack. Abraham had promises made to him. He had what? The Most High said something he was gonna do for him. What was that?
That he was gonna be a father
Of many nations. All right, now his son Isaac, right? He had promises made to him. Who remember them promises?
I do. Isaac, not Ishmael.
Not Ishmael. We're talking about, we're going to keep it on straight on down the line. Now, we know Ishmael was the father of who?
The Ishmael.
King,
Ishmael.
princess.
Was the father of who?
He
The
gonna
Muslim nations.
have,
The
yeah.
Islamic nations. Great job, Ben Yekubin. All right. So, but we're not talking about that line. We're talking about Isaac's line. Right?
Yeah.
What was his promise?
That the many nations was gonna come through him.
That the who?
The many nations was gonna come through him.
Okay, not the many nations. They are no doubt, because the many nations started with Abraham. That promise started with Abraham. But the chosen nation was gonna come through Isaac and not Ishmael. All right, which brings us to who?
Jacob
Jacob.
and Esau.
What happened with Jacob? His name got changed to what?
Yisrael. I'm thinking you're talking about the birthright.
Yeah, I know it. We ain't gonna go through that whole. Y'all gotta look through them other episodes, y'all. We done talked about all that. He talking about the birthright. He talking about Esau, the story, and all that good stuff. Look it up, y'all. We got it, you know, and we talked about it too. All right, but we talking about we kind of fast forwarding through this thing, so we getting all the way down to this what we at now, to this point we at now.
Okay.
All right, so Yisrael, his name got changed to Yisrael, right?
Yeah.
Now Yisrael had kids.
Yeah.
Right? Now, the kids end up getting to Egypt somehow. How did the kids get to Egypt?
By Joseph.
To the story of Joseph, absolutely. The story of Joseph tells us how our nation got to Egypt. The nation of Yisrael got to Egypt. Now, in Egypt, we became, at first we was big shit, like royalty, but over time we became what?
Little shit.
Hey, hold on, man. Did he just say little shit? I think that's what he just said, little shit. No, man. We was kind of like little shit. We was slaves.
Yeah, we was saying.
We was slaves, man. So, we was crying out and things like that. The nation of Israel was crying out because of the torture, right? And the Most High heard the cries, right? Which brings us to the Exodus story, or the story of Moses, which brings us to what you was talking about the plagues. This is why the Most High put the plagues on Egypt, because the Pharaoh refused to let the nation of Israel go after the Most High heard his cries and the screams and things like that, right? Mm-hmm. All right. good recap. Let's finish recapping. Hold on, I gotta get one of these. Nah, I don't get no fail. You thought I was finna fail myself.
Yeah.
I don't get no fail for that.
I was gonna click it for you.
All right, come on.
The Most High told Moses that it was basically a bargain between the firstborn sons of the Egyptians and the firstborn sons of the nation of Yisrael.
Yeah.
And all the firstborn sons that breaks the womb, that come out the mother, would be the chosen. Be right underneath the
It
Most
will
High.
be set apart.
Set apart. We was just talking about this whole thing because we had a little confusion a little earlier. What does this mean? Now, let's go back to that part in the scripture and read that before we go to our first break. Let's go to that part where it talks about where it's gonna set apart the first males that break the womb.
I think I read.
And we're gonna talk about that ransom and things like that. And let's talk about really what that's talking about. What does it mean to be the Most High?
To be circumcised from the inward parts and the outward parts.
Well, yeah, that's no doubt. That's what it means to be of the nation of Yisrael. No doubt about it. But of the nation of Yisrael, he wanted them first to be set apart
So
for him.
you want it out the Bible? Or
Yeah, I
in
want
our
you to
own
read
words?
it. I want you to read it. Where is that? First of all, tell me where is that.
So I'm still looking for it. I was finna give it to you in my own words.
You gotta find it yet?
No, still looking.
I think we read chapter 13.
All right. Well,
I
why?
found it.
Okay, cool.
It start at Exodus chapter 13, verse 11.
Okay.
And it shall be when the Most High shall bring thee unto the land of Canaanites, as he sware unto thee and to thy fathers, and shall give it thee, that shall set apart unto the Most High all that open the matrix, and every firstling that cometh of beasts which thou hast, the male shall be the Most High's.
All right. So now that's talking about the males of the beast, right?
Yes.
All right. Now,
Let me continue to 13.
nope. I want you to jump over to 15 real quick. Let's see if we can let's really see what's going on here.
And it came to pass when the Pharaoh would hardly let us go, that the Most High slew all the firstborn of the land of Egypt, both firstborn of man and firstborn of beast.
Stop. So, this is what it begins with, the beast. The Most High slaughtered the firstborn of every man and of every beast. Now, go ahead and go back down to 13. Now, what did you stop at? 12?
Yes.
Go ahead, read 12.
Thou shalt set apart and set unto the Most High that open the matrix, and every firstling that cometh of the beasts which thou hast. The male shall be the Most High's. Keep going.
Now, yeah, well, yep, keep going.
And every firstling of the ass thou shalt redeem with a limb, and if thou wilt not redeem it, then thou shalt break its neck.
Stop. Now, why is it saying that? In y'all own words, can y'all tell me what's going on there? The comparisons there? Why is it telling you if you don't redeem or ransom the firstborn of the donkey, of the ass, then you should kill it? Why is it saying that? Don't nobody know? Let's read 15 again.
And it came to pass when the Pharaoh would hardly let us go, that the Most High slew all the firstborn of the land of Egypt, both the firstborn of man and the firstborn of beast. Therefore I will sacrifice to the Most High all that opening the matrix, being males, but all of the firstborn of my children I redeemed.
Stop. Do y'all see what's going on?
He trading for something good.
He's definitely trading for something good since
So-
since he killed the firstborn of the Egyptians. He wants to redeem all the firstborns that of our livestock. You supposed to what? What it said to do with the firstborns of the asses?
Trading for a lamb.
Yeah.
All right, that's to make it better. And the ones you don't redeem, you supposed to do what with?
Basically kill it.
Not basically, you're supposed to kill it. That's what you're supposed to do.
Basically.
All right. Now, that's the animal part of it. Do y'all get that? It's two sides. It's two parts. Because he didn't just kill the animals in Egypt. He also killed the firstborn men in Egypt. Right? So, since he did that, he's telling the nation of Israel to what? All of your firstborn belong to me. To ransom over to me. What does that mean to y'all?
They're going to be underneath the Most High, walk in the favor of the Most High.
Right.
Right, yeah.
Which is supposed, okay. My question to y'all is, what people do y'all see, like, right now, that y'all will consider that's walking with the Most High? Now, I ain't talking about as far as a nation. I'm talking about as far as, like,
Circumstances.
not circumstances, but institutions, buildings, businesses.
And like,
Yeah, and just right now, what business would y'all think would be closest walking with the Most High?
Churches.
Churches. What people in them churches would y'all think would be walking closest to the Most High?
The pastors.
yeah.
The pastors or the priests.
I was just gonna say priest.
Right. This is well, I ain't gonna say that. And what would y'all think that this is what the Bible's talking about, setting them apart?
If we didn't know about it.
Right. I know y'all know. This is for the viewers. I'm trying to break it down for the viewers.
I mean, if it was in that case, then yeah, I would think that because that's what
They
that's
said,
what
you know the
information
word.
is
They
for.
they walked with God, and God hears them, and that's why the people of the land followed them, because they said that they was like the hearers.
Okay, well, all right, cool. So this is what this whole redemption thing is. He's saying he wants us to set apart all of our firstborn males to be set over to him. Just like the redemption of the beast with the donkey. He wants us to redeem the bad asses for the good lamb. That kind of sounded funny. Tim! Your ass over there laughing like a motherfucker. What are you thinking, man? What's going on?
This is a good story. Like, I like the verses, every chapter so far.
Okay, cool. All right, because I seen you over there, man. I wanted to know what was going on with you because you was, you know, you can't be too sure about Tim sometimes. All right. Keep going with the recap, Cash. We stopped at what? The plagues and shit, right?
Yeah, so we talked about how the Most High redeemed the killings by having the firstborn son. And then after that, they just talked about the journey out of Egypt and how the Most High helped them by using like the clouds in the daytime and fire at night.
Okay, cool. So he used the clouds as a sign for them to follow in the daytime so they can know where to go, and some fire at night for the light as a sign to know where to go. All right, perfect. And when we get back from this break, what we gonna start from, Cash?
Exodus chapter 14.
All right, let's take a small break and we'll be right back.
What's up with it, world? Science 93 Pipeline. Floyd Board. St. Louis. You know what it is. I love my city. We got it going on. Plus we grind every day. Got the cartons. We even got the blue block to block. Corner to corner. You know how we do it. Grind every day. That's what it is. I call it home. I miss you, drop. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. 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 St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my home. From the city where the good die young, where it's easy to catch a slug in the hood and play dumb.
Hey, you got your scripts, bro? Huh? You got your scripts, bro. You know what time it is, man? They talking about they on demon time. You girded up? Yeah, I'm girded up. You sure? Yeah, I'm girded up. You sure? Yeah. Demons on my head, they attacking me. Gotta move on, yeah, these demons on me. Tryna knock me down, tryna knock me on my feet. But you run up on me, yeah, I got it on me. Yeah, I got my KJV, I got my KJV, I got my KJV. I got my KJV, I got my KJV, I got my KJV. Wait a minute, you thought I was finished? Pay attention, cause I was finna make that visitation. Don't be caught slipping in your sin. You better see repentance while you still can. Listen, look, Deuteronomy 7:6 say, yeah, we chosen. Holy cheddar part people, boy, yeah, we chosen. Hope you know, yeah, now stay focused. Grooving in this booth, understand we stand loaded. Slide in that chariot, I'm sliding in that chariot. You can keep the phantom, boy, I'm flying in that chariot. You can keep the phantom, boy, I'm flying in that chariot. Chariot, light speed, blink of an eye, light speed, super fast, 144K on the dash. What? Demons on my head, they attacking me. Gotta move on, yeah, these demons on me. Tryna knock me down, tryna knock me on my feet. But you run up on me, yeah, I got it on me. Yeah, I got my KJV, I got my KJV, I got my KJV. I got my KJV, I got my KJV, I got my KJV. I got my KJV, I got my KJV, I got my KJV. Yeah, you know Chris cooking up. Now let me hear that sound, Chris.
You are listening to Yisrael United, hosted by your brother Yekobin. You can follow us on Instagram, check us out on Facebook, and also subscribe to that YouTube channel. We're a kingdom awakening a nation. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Yeah, you know how we get down, man. Look. Yisrael United, the best motherfucking podcast in the world, man. Hey.
And you know this, man.
I got it up, y'all. You know how we get down. Hey.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Hey. Don't be hating, man. You better feel. You know I hate this shit. Don't be hating this shit.
You hella funny.
Hey, you know what? We kicking on this motherfucker, but we definitely get the scripture reading in. What we got with it, Tim?
Yeah, Exodus chapter 14, verse 1.
Exodus chapter 14, verse 1. Hey, fuck that, Tim. Fuck with your ass at the last couple weeks. You been absent.
In the restroom. I had diarrhea.
Oh shit. Okay, well, read on then, Tim.
Then the Lord said to Moses, tell the people of Israel to turn back and encamp in front of Pi-hahiroth, between Megiddo and the sea, in front of Baal Zephon. You shall encamp faction. What's that say, facing? It say F-A-C-I-G.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Let's start that back over. Wait a minute. Because I'm lost like a motherfucker. That didn't sound right at all. Okay, let's start off at 21 so I can kind of get a run on. Exodus chapter 13, verse 21.
Say it again.
Let's start off at Exodus chapter 13, verse 21. Kind of get a run on. Kind of get a, before 14, I don't know what's going on.
Then Moses, right there.
Verse 21.
Right. He said chapter 13.
Yeah, verse 21.
12.
I would have gave your ass a fail sign for that, but I'm going to let you slide that time, Tim.
And the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of cloud to lead them along the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light.
Okay.
That they might travel by day and by night.
All right.
The pillar of cloud by day and the pillar of fire by night did not depart from before the people.
Okay.
Exodus chapter 14.
Okay.
Then the Lord said to Moses, tell the people of Israel to turned back and came in front of Feherath, between Megdah, Dal, and the sea.
Okay.
In front of Baal Zephon. You shall encamp facing it by the sea.
Okay.
For Pharaoh will say of the people of Israel, they are wandering in the land, and the wilderness has shut them in.
Mm-hmm.
And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and he will pursue them. And I will give glory over Pharaoh and all his hosts. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord. And they did so. When the king of Egypt was told that the people had fled.
Okay, wait a minute. Stop right there. Somebody tell me what happened so far.
Wait, I thought the Pharaoh let him go.
Yep, the Pharaoh did let him go, but what just happened?
Somebody told the Pharaoh that they fled. But I thought he let them go. I thought he said he can go.
Okay, read that. What were you reading that?
When Tim just read that the Pharaoh, Tim just read chapter 14, verse 5.
Okay.
And it said, and it was told to the king of Egypt that the people fled in the heart of the Pharaoh and all. He didn't read all that part, but they told him that they fled. But back in like Exodus chapter 12, the Pharaoh told them to leave.
Right.
They basically kicked them out.
Yep, but you remember the Passover, right?
Yes.
And when the Passover was like they had to hurry on and burn out.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what that was talking about, because you remember some of them, what did it say, they had plundered? Remember? They had did all that shit?
Yeah.
And then they burnt out? Maybe, the Pharaoh didn't really know about all that and it happened like right then and right there. But I don't know, maybe, I don't know.
It's probably hitting them different, like.
Right, what does fled mean? Fled means just ran off, right? Like the nation is just, they got out of here, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And the Most High said he was going to harden Pharaoh's heart.
Yeah.
But hold on.
Right.
I ain't supposed to be explaining this to y'all. Y'all supposed to be explaining this to me.
I see what happened.
But
it work in my head.
It don't work in my head because I know we read that the Pharaoh told them to leave.
Right. Because his son was dead. Like, his son had died. Everybody's son dying. The whole world in a panic.
Right.
All of Egypt. He like.
And not only that,
It's a headache right now.
Plundered
And then
Egypt.
he like,
don't forget,
they stole all
plundered
their riches.
Egypt.
Yeah.
yeah, on me.
Keep going though.
But they asked him first though. Hold on, didn't they?
They didn't ask him. The Pharaoh called Moses over and told them to leave. That's what I remember.
Right, and then before they left, they was getting all their stuff, and they did plunder. It did say that I thought they asked them first though. They was like,
They did.
Can y'all give us some stuff so we can hit the road?
Yeah.
And then they was like, yeah. So they took all their stuff
And left.
and shook.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, they did.
He did let them go, but then they got out of there in a hurry.
basically-
So they came back to the Pharaoh like, hey, they fled. Like, they fled us. And so he was like, you know what? They did flee us, didn't they?
See, that don't
And
make
then-
sense though. So it's hard. They're making it seem like they fled. They ran off.
But it
They
wasn't
did
like
tell
it
them to
was
go.
a secret or nothing. He told them to leave.
Right, but that was just in the heat of the moment after all that stuff going on in Egypt.
So he
I
was
see
just
where
like,
Pharaoh coming
Now,
from.
what y'all failing to mention or failing to realize is the Pharaoh never wanted to let the nation of Israel go. And the Most High hardened his heart every time. That's why he never wanted to let him go. Every time he changed his mind, it's because the Most High had hardened his heart. And this time right here ain't no different. He changed his mind because the Most High hardened his heart. And he like, yeah, because all this shit's finna. Well, I ain't finna spoil the secret. I'm not finna spoil the secret. I ain't gonna give it to y'all. I'm gonna let the book give it to you. So, I still want y'all to give it to me in y'all own words. Like, what did Tim just read me?
He read that the Most High told him to told the people of the nation of Israel to stay in the land where it's surrounded by the sea as well as land. so that the Pharaoh it will basically look like that they stuck.
Okay, so that one incap me to stay somewhere? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what in caps. Okay, so now say that one more time, Cash.
They stayed in between land and water, so when like outsiders look, it's gonna look like they stuck at that place, like they don't have nowhere else to run to.
Okay, he seen that they was captured by the wilderness and by the sea. Yeah. So he was like, let's go get them.
Yeah.
What y'all think? She the only one paying attention?
I mean,
I have been hearing you, Devon. You've been talking, big
no,
boy.
it's just that.
Hey, you know what? Hold on. Before you get, no, go ahead. Say what you gonna say.
Yeah, it's just that I had to, because in camp, I was thinking about it, trying to see what that meant, and when she told me, when she said it, I understood it now. But yeah, I know what's going on.
Man, I was trying to give you one of these. That's what I was trying to give you. Swag. I ain't heard shit from you. Now the motherfucking thing from Swag.
I was also a minute to pass and started to explain.
Oh, so you get it now? What you get?
I understand that the one part that, like, you kind of related to verse to chapter 13 to me.
Okay.
We were talking about in the priesthood and we were about the firstborn and stuff.
Gotcha.
That I think those two, that chapter and these verses, they started to connect to each other to me.
No doubt. Okay. Tim, what you think about it? Uh-oh, oh shit. I don't even know if I want Tim shit right now. Wait a minute. I'm gonna go to Ben Yeka Ben, what you think? Oh shit. Ben Yeka Ben, what you think, man? Give it to me.
I don't know. I'm still thinking that. I'm understanding what you saying.
What I'm saying?
Like about the how the Most High was hardening his heart and all.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, but then when Cash started talking, I ain't gonna fake it. It kind of like I got lost.
Word. Confusion?
Yeah, I was confused.
Word.
I don't know. It's just kind of how she was just talking. It was just like I don't know. I got lost.
Talking about when
You talking
Pharaoh.
about when I had my question about when the Pharaoh already let them go, and now he heard they was gone.
Nah.
Or you
After
talking
you
about
start
what?
explaining it after that,
The
that's where I
fleeing
got
part,
lost.
ain't it?
Yeah, where they start fleeing. Nah, Doc understood why they fled and what the Pharaoh was saying and all that.
So you don't understand
But
how
then, I just didn't catch that last part.
You got it?
But I understood I understand where we at with it.
No, okay, you got the last part now though?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We coming back over to Tim. What you got to say?
So far, what I was seeing was that the Pharaoh is still not letting. They still ain't let him go for real, did they? Like.
Well, they did. Yep, they did. See, you did some fucking episodes you missed. They did let him go.
Yeah,
well, that's what Cass was talking about. You know, he did let him. He was like more so like get the fuck out of here because you know what I'm saying. They firstborns was dying. But now he like nah. You know, I think we need to go kill these motherfuckers, man. They did all this bullshit in Egypt. We probably need to go get their ass. So they at a point where they one end is wilderness. They trapped by land and sea. On the other end is sea. So they really don't think they can't go nowhere. And the Pharaoh know where they at. So he trying to go get them. Make sense? You got it? Well, good. Ain't no confusion. We good. We good. All right, Tim. Where we at with it then?
Exodus chapter 14, verse 4.
All right.
And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and he will pursue them, and I will get glory over Pharaoh and all his hosts. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord. And they did so.
Stop. This is why Pharaoh's heart is getting hardened. See, this is why when y'all ask that question, I thought the Pharaoh let him go, and you know what I'm saying? This is why. He did. But the Most High is hardening his heart. Why? He just read it. Why?
So they know who he is.
So who would know who he is?
The Egyptians.
All of the Egyptians. So they can know who the Most High is.
So it's like a trap.
Right. He's hardening the Pharaoh's heart so he can do all these wonders to Egypt so the Egyptians can know that it's him doing it, who he is. We get that? That's cool. All right, 10. Where you at with it?
Exodus 14 chapter, Exodus chapter 14 verses 5.
Alright.
When the king of Egypt was told that the people had fled, the mind of Pharaoh and his servants was changed toward the people. And they said, "What is this we have done, that we have let Israel go from serving us?" So he made ready his chariot and took his army with him, and took 600 chosen chariots and all the other chariots of Egypt, with officers over all of them.
All right, stop. So, you see how Scripture answered that question?
Yes. He blamed it on the people now. It's crazy.
Alright. So, he know that they let him go. He said, because he know he let him go, but he's like, fuck, what we done? We let him go, let's go get him. Right?
How I seen it was, he told the people, why y'all let him go?
Yeah.
So it wasn't a weed thing. He blamed it on the people instead of him.
Well, you know.
It be like that when you the king, you know?
Well.
Sorry, never mind. I like to revoke my statement.
No. You right. You know, the Pharaoh did turn his heart against the people. But the Pharaoh heart is hardened.
Yeah.
So ain't nothing gonna look like his fault to him. He like, fuck that.
That's beyond ignorant. Like that's why I can see like where he
I
coming
knew he
from.
was beyond ignorant when he had his servants to make the water into blood, and everybody was dying of
right, and he's still look, and he's still acting like it's just nothing. Like nah, like none of that. Like for real, I feel him. Like, yeah.
Why would you feel him?
I don't know, cause I don't know.
Cause that's king shit.
Right, yeah, like I mean.
That is king shit, you know. They don't give a fuck. I don't need to take the blame. I got servants that motherfuckers off in his head. Who's the motherfucker let him go?
Ignorant.
She said, fuck all that dumb shit, man. That shit just ignorant.
But he ignorant to a whole nother level though. Like,
he is.
It's like
yeah, he just that dude just hey. But what is the United States doing to us now? That ain't ignorant. Not just us. Look at all across the world. Haiti, for instance. That shit ain't ignorant.
Haiti.
You don't know what they doing over there to them Haitians over there? They fucking them motherfuckers over there. They catching this old school slavery going on over there all over again.
You ain't see the pictures?
I haven't been into that stuff.
Yeah.
No, that made national news.
That shit bad. That's ignorant.
Yeah.
That shit, hey, that shit going over on them in the Middle East. Them motherfuckers jumping off them airplanes not too long ago. That shit ain't ignorant. That's ignorant in a motherfucker. Them all ignorant in a motherfucker. Hey, so that's what I'm saying. All this shit be ignorant out here. There's some ignorant shit going on all over this motherfucker.
Right now,
yes,
yeah,
right
now.
That's happening crazy today. Same stuff happening in scripture.
Ain't shit changed.
Happening presently.
History repeat itself. Alright, keep going. Where we at in this motherfucker, man?
Exodus chapter 14, verse 8.
Exodus chapter 14, verse 8. Let's start at 7.
And took 600 chosen chariots and all the other chariots of Egypt with officers over all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and he pursued the people of Israel while the people of Israel were going out definitely.
You say, yeah, but the children of Yisrael went out defiantly. What that mean?
They had a strong heart. They hit his on right.
Everybody know what defiantly mean? Let's look that shit up, man. Let's see what that mean. Did we go out like some little punk ass bitches?
No.
It don't fit in my book.
Nah, look up defiantly. Google that shit. Hey, y'all want me to get the big ass book? I can grab the big ass book.
No.
It is right there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
No. The manner that shows.
Okay. All right, I grab that big old one, baby. All right, come on, Kelly.
In a manner that shows open resistance or bold disobedience.
Say what now?
In a manner that shows open resistance or bold disobedience.
Open resistance or bold disobedience. Don't sound like they went out like no punk bitches, y'all. Sound like they were fighting like a motherfucker. Oh, yeah. Keep going. Because we ain't know what the finally mean. What you looking at me like that for?
I was just like, yeah.
Okay, cool. Shit.
Pursued them, all Pharaoh horses and chariots and his horsemen and his army, and overtook them and camped at the sea by Pihahiroth in front of Baal Zephon. When Pharaoh drew near, the people of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians were marching after them, and they feared greatly. And the people of Israel cried out to the Lord. They said to Moses, "Is it because there are no graves in Egypt that you have taken us away to die in the wilderness? What have you done to us in bringing us out of Egypt? Is not this what we said to you in Egypt? Leave us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians. For it would have been better for us to serve the Egyptians than to die in the wilderness."
All right, stop. What he saying? Somebody break it down to me. Hold on, not you. No, not you. The reader, you can't break it down to me. Somebody else do it.
Well,
Over here.
they said.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Hold on, Karen. Hey, y'all motherfuckers ain't paying attention. Who? Yeah, everybody at the table. Why she the only one jumping out, saying something?
Cause she just
paying attention.
She just cut like that.
All right, well, you know what I'm finna do?
She different.
I'm gonna go around
Very.
the table. I'm finna go around the table, and I want to know what the fuck is going on. Somebody talk to me, starting right here next to me. Yeah, look, he trying to get it right over there. Look at him. He trying to get it right. All right, Bill, Bill, where we at?
Yeah, chapter 14.
Yeah, what's going on with it, though?
So, look, hear me out. They left Egypt, and they somewhere in the wilderness. They in between the place, something place in the sea.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
They in between. What's the places?
I forgot what the place called.
Not you. I'm talking about the reader. The reader. What's the places?
He couldn't even say no.
Before, what is it? Hithron, between Midgard and the sea.
That Baal Zephon.
Boss Zephon.
Yeah, that's opposite. So right across from Baal Zephon. That's where they at. That's what you're talking about? Ben Yucca Ben?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. It was called something like, it was weird, something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
the only,
Yeah.
that's where they was at. Keep going.
Yeah, but then after that, we went back to Egypt, and the fact they was talking about the Pharaoh.
All right,
And how
stop right there.
somebody-
You cool right there. Well, you the reader. You lucked out because you the reader. All right, Swag. Nah, you gotta come. No. See, I caught your ass. I know what you finna do.
What?
Nope, no. You gotta pick up where you left off. Yeah. I ain't picking up where you left off at. No, man. You can't tell me no, man. What the fuck?
It was so serious too. He said no.
Hey, hold on. Big Yakka Big. Yo, say what you...
You had him fucked up.
No, man, hold on. Say what you just said. Then we gonna go back to Lil Swag and let him think about what he just said. What you just say? What happened? What happened?
He said, I said, so first, what they do? They was somewhere. They had left Egypt in a hurry, and they traveled to a land in the wilderness, in between the sea and the place whatever.
Between Pahat Hithron, between Midgal and the sea.
Yeah.
Opposite Baal Zephon. That's where they was at. Keep going.
That's all he said.
Yeah, that's all I said. You tell me stop.
No. You got a little bit after that.
All right.
Swag done?
So, then we went back to Egypt, and they was talking about how the Pharaoh, he let them go at first, and then
You know, sir, we are not back in Egypt.
we is talking about back in Egypt.
Now, we not back in Egypt. The
book,
story
the story
went back to Egypt.
Yeah.
And he was talking about the Pharaoh.
Yeah, and then it was talking about how the Pharaoh let
All right,
them go.
stop right there. But when we went back to Egypt, what happened? Swag.
I think when they went back to Egypt,
Okay.
they were trying to find something that to. How can I explain it? To find something, not to find something, but to go to the Pharaoh when they came back from the city. Cause when they went to the cities, I think they like you had like I don't know if I going too far ahead. It was with Daniel.
Well, hold on, hell no. Wait. Hold the hell, wait a minute. No, they don't know. I don't know it. Wait. Somebody tell Swag what the fuck went on.
So basically,
Pay attention, Swag. Pay attention, man.
No,
Pay attention. Nope, because you talking about Daniel and you talking about what you think. I want to know what the scripture just said in your own words. But you ain't giving me that. You giving me what you think. And talking about some books down the line. But we ain't there yet. So, I do this around the table thing because I be fucking with motherfuckers, the whole nine if you ain't paying attention. And I just caught you not paying attention. Yeah. Alright, tell Swag what went on when they were up in
So you want me to start from Egypt? Or
Yeah,
me to start all the
yeah.
way?
What the Pharaoh? What happened with Pharaoh? The servants did what? They came and told him.
Okay, so going back to Egypt, the servants of the Pharaoh had told the Pharaoh that the children of Yisrael had fled, meaning they ran off. And the Pharaoh basically is thinking like who let them go? Like they weren't supposed to leave. So he basically was trying to let them go. So now going down now that the Pharaoh know that children of Israel isn't there anymore, he want to go back and get them. So he gathered up some armies, and he gathered up some armies, and they went out to the wilderness of, well, did we get there yet? We did get there.
Okay,
So
wait a minute. Cash, pick up where he just left off at.
So he was talking about how the Pharaoh and his armies had took off to the land where the nation of Yisrael is. And when they got to the nation of Yisrael, the nation was scared and they was crying to the Most High.
Basically.
And they was getting mad at Moses because they said they could have been in a better predicament being slaves under the Pharaoh rather than dying in the land that they're in.
So they didn't go to Moses asking him what was the reason, or did he bring him there to basically die?
Yeah, they did.
Didn't ask him that?
They did.
Yes, I knew it wasn't tripping.
Yeah, no, you weren't tripping. No, they actually said, Tim, read 12 and tell me what they said. Exodus chapter 14, verse 12.
Is not this what we said to you in Egypt? Leave us alone that we may serve the Egyptians.
Stop. That's what they said to him. Swag. What you think about that?
I think about that, and
Cause now you caught up, right?
Yeah.
You pretty all right, cool.
but I don't get
Okay, confusion.
how they went to the cities and stuff like that. That's what
What cities? Oh, you talking about right before the sea?
Yeah.
Okay. So those.
That's where we fled to.
So you remember when we was talking about the Most High was showing them signs through the clouds, and in daytime they was following the clouds, and at nighttime they was following the fire.
Yeah.
That's where it led them to this place right here.
But why was they trying, like, I still don't, I understand it, but I'm not catching on to it. But
You
like
trying to see why they went there? Like exactly why they went there?
yeah.
That's where the Most High
Yeah,
led
the Most
them.
High told them to go there.
That's where they was led to.
Alright.
Yep. So we ain't got to why he led them there yet, to that spot.
Alright. That's what I was trying to say that first, but I was confused.
Okay, cool. Cause we deals with confusion. You cool now?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, that's what's up. Hey man, right on. Y'all did that shit, y'all. Y'all just threw that out there right there. See if y'all paying attention. Alright, Tim, where we at with it?
Exodus chapter 14, verse 11. They said to Moses, is it because there are no graves in Egypt that you have taken us away to die in the wilderness? What have you done to us in bringing us out of Egypt? Is it not this what we said to you in Egypt? Leave us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians. For it would have been better for us to serve the Egyptians that you die in the wilderness. And Moses said to the people, fear not, stand firm, and see the salvation of the Lord. Salvation of the Lord, which he will work for you today.
So what does salvation mean?
The presence.
All right, let me read it from my book. And Moses said to the people, do not be afraid. Stand still and see the deliverance of the Most High, which he does for you today. Salvation, deliverance.
Miracle.
See what the fuck he's doing for y'all today. Keep going.
The Lord will fight for you, and you have only to be silent. The Lord said to Moses, why do you cry to me? Tell the people of Israel to go forward.
Hold on, man. Wait a minute. Maybe it's me, but start at 13.
And Moses said to the people, Fear not, stand firm, and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will work for you today. For the Egyptians who you will see today, you shall never see again. The Lord will fight for you, and you have only been to be silent. The Lord said to Moses, why do you cry to me? Tell the people of Israel to go forward. Lift up your staff and stretch out your hand over the sea and divide it, that the people of Israel may go through the sea on dry ground. And I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians so that they shall go in after them.
Hold
and
on,
I will
man.
get
See,
glory
that don't
over.
look like what's going on in this book, boy. Is that the same thing that's going on in y'all book?
Yes.
Let me
It
read
say,
y'all.
and the children of Yisrael should go on dry ground through the midst of
No,
the sea.
not right there. Read, start at verse 5.
Verse 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No,
When
no,
the-
that ain't verse 5. I'm talking about verse 15. Wait a minute, what the fuck? Hold on, wait a minute.
Verse 15.
Oh, that's
The
my.
Lord
Hey,
said-
wait a minute.
You gotta do it.
I had to give it to myself, y'all, because I was fucking up. All right. Keep going, please.
The Lord said to Moses, why do you cry to me? Tell the people of Israel to go forward. Lift up your staff and stretch out your hand over the sea and divide it, that the people of Israel may go through the sea on dry ground. And I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians so that they shall go in after them. And I will get glory over the Pharaoh and all of his hosts, his chariots, and his horsemen. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord, when I have got 10 glory over them. Yeah, I got 10 glory over Pharaoh, his chariots, and his horsemen. Then the angels of God who has going before the host of Israel moved and went behind them. And the pillar of cloud moved from before them and stood behind them. Coming between the hosts of Egypt and the
Well,
hosts.
wait a minute.
That's them people's calling.
I don't know who that is.
Just get light outside. Sound like the news.
Like you woke up this
Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute.
It's that Weather Channel music.
You're talking about my damn music. Wait a minute, man. Damn. Hold up. Okay, wait. Wait, damn it. Fuck. I'm confused, damn it. Wait, not just confused. Hey, Cash, you always be clearing shit up. It said right here. Well, first of all, hold on. See, y'all fucked with me, man. I had a whole little thing I was finna ask y'all today, man. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me get this right. Okay, here it is. Where you stop at, Tim?
At verse 16.
Well, I want to talk about verse 19. You ain't stop at verse 16.
I mean,
hold on, man. I should feel your ass for that shit.
yeah.
No, you
because
didn't.
I
No,
ain't-
you didn't. No, you
Don't worry,
didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You stopped at like 19. So that's where I'm at. Now, the whole point of the Most High doing this is to show the Egyptians that he is the most, you know, it's this whole power thing, that he exists and he's the one that's doing all that, right? And then that's what I'm reading right here, because it said, and the Egyptians shall know that I am the Most High, when I am esteemed through the Pharaoh, his chariots, and his horsemen. Now, at 19, Tim, read 19 again for me.
Then the angel of God who was going before the host of Israel moved and went behind them.
Okay, stop. Now, in my book, it said, and the messenger of the Most High, who went before the camp of Yisrael, moved. Now, this angel thing, it say the angel in y'all book too?
Yes.
Angel and messenger, what would y'all think this is?
Anything.
Like what? I mean, give me a real, because people, like I say, people think this book is a make-believe book, a fictional book. No, I don't count. I don't count. People think that it's a fictional book. Yeah.
It could have been a shark.
Huh?
It could have been a shark.
It could have been a shark
Mm-hmm.
that stood in between, because it said that he stood in between what? 19. Read that for me again, Tim.
It said that the angel was leading them, and if they about to walk in the water, the angel would have been in front of them, but then got behind
Well,
them.
it said that the messenger who went before the camp of Yisrael moved and went behind them. And the column of the cloud went before them and stood behind them. So, you think that they was in the sea?
Well, not yet. I mean,
This messenger, so how would it be a shark then?
A shark?
What the fuck?
Who said it was a shark?
I did. I mean,
Somebody
that
tell me,
was
give
just
me
like
some
an
examples.
example.
Yeah, she did better than y'all, because y'all motherfuckers sitting here giving me one of these right here. Fuck y'all giving me? She the only one saying something.
So he said that angel. He said it moved and went. Okay.
Right, so this angel, what is this angel? What could this angel be?
A UFO.
Okay, yeah, okay, I can take that. That's
Them
something.
real.
Darkness. No, I don't think it was darkness.
No, it was an
No,
angel
it's
though.
an angel.
It says an angel. My book say messenger. What could it? What is it?
It ain't say it was flying or nothing.
Nah, it ain't say nothing
Could've
like
been a
that. But it
person.
did say we need to give you a book, man. Why you ain't on the phone? Hold on, I'm gonna feel you.
Cause my
man.
phone be going dead, like it be.
Okay, you lucky. I was
Yeah.
finna get it. So
I
I'm
need
gonna bring
battery
another,
or something.
Bring another book in.
Yeah, I mean, they probably would have thought something was flying in the air.
Huh?
Like something flying.
I mean, but that was the cloud. The
Yeah.
cloud that
Yeah,
came
you
in front of
can
them.
get that.
So the angels was in a cloud, right?
No, it was two different. It was a messenger and it was a cloud.
Yeah. All right, 10. Read 19 again.
Then the angel of God, who was going before the host of Israel, moved and went behind them. And the pillar of the cloud moved from before them and stood behind them. Coming
Stop.
between. Yeah.
So this angel is what we talking about. What y'all think that is? Angel, is it an angel or my book say messenger? What y'all think it is?
I mean, it could be anything. Because the Most High worked through any and everything.
Yeah, he do.
Could have been the fire that he was guiding them with.
It was probably another person, but he was like low key. Like he ain't say much. He was just walking in the front. You know what I
Could
mean?
be anything. Yeah, that's what. That's
Then
what I
when them
wanna get
people
y'all
came,
mind.
everybody peeped. Like he just moved to the back.
Yeah.
Like, for no reason. Like
Well,
he
because
you know.
people think that like when the scriptures say angel and things like that, they thinking of like motherfuckers flying in the sky with wings and shit.
That's scary. If I seen that in real life, that'd be scary for me.
You know
Well,
what
what
I'm
about
saying?
that thing from
Yeah.
China? They saw in the sky.
Oh man, look at that. I don't know what the fuck that was. But the thing is, that's why people think this book is fairy tale, because it have those type of words in it. You know what I'm saying? So I wanna bring the realization down. I wanna bring this book down to earth. I wanna let people know that this motherfucker ain't fictional, it ain't fairy tale.
Didn't
You
it
just gotta
say he
know
fought with an
how to
angel
read.
earlier?
Huh?
Didn't it say fought with an angel earlier, or fought with a messenger,
Yeah.
and he broke his hip?
Yeah. It's
Right.
there.
So right. It could be a man. That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
it could be right. It could be. I ain't say you was wrong, bro.
It
I
could
ain't say
be-
damn,
it could
damn.
be a
man,
low
But,
key.
you was wrong.
but it could have been an animal, just like when Abraham was about to kill Isaac, and then the animal came up for him.
Mm-hmm. But that
It didn't say that was a messenger.
The messenger wasn't no animal that fucked with Yisrael though. That motherfucker was talking.
Yeah, I was just putting an example because bro just think it's a man because of that situation. But the Most High come in all shapes, forms, and
Yeah,
sizes.
he worked through anything. Oh yeah. He do.
I mean,
Now Tim, where you stop at?
20.
At 20. Before you read 20, I want to have a little small break, man. Pause for the cause. Here we go.
That kind of straight out the lighthouse music.
I go by Yekabin, 12 tribes representing. Uncommon conscious music through your studios. Listen, I don't be cooking crack in my homeboy's kitchen. I be about that information, share it with my brethren. You won't see me on no block, serving fiends, catching cases. You'll see me on the web, learning about registration. Trying to search about my nationality and heritage, then research about history and what this shit was carrying. I think my people were slaves in the days of the Constitution, labeled them as livestock. Tagged us, beat us, kept us moving, treated us with brutality and kept the world puking. Then promised slave rights, apologies and retributions. The Negro Act is still valid and they using it. That's why I gotta make this shit Yisrael music. The Negro Act is still valid and they using it. That's why I gotta make this shit Yisrael music. This is Young Yisrael Nation and I got a message that come from the streets. We can no longer be silent. We can no longer be weak. We can no longer suffer defeats from Edomites be what they want us to be. We gotta be the most high chosen nation, cause that's the nation we was chosen to be. We gotta be the most fearless, but we gotta keep up your laws though. I don't know if y'all can hear this, but I'm spitting truth through these bars, bro. If you focus, you can see them. Genocide and I see them. Constantine and his Roman friends at the first council in Nicaea. But as far as these Romans go, when the deep is all this Bible gets, all the books irrelevant, all through the New Testament. All through the good gospels, that book ain't been right since truth in Old Testament. We call it book of remembrance. This is Yisrael with the message to the streets. Is it really real or is it all make-believe? Come to think about it, it's this system made unsafe for me. It's been killing me repeatedly, it shows through history. I go by Yekabin, 12 tribes representing. Uncommon conscious music through your studios. Listen, the brainwashing lies, all the schemes that they pitching. If I was free, then why the policies affect my living? Why can't I walk along my porch, getting stoned on my weed, right in front of the police without them harassing me? They be asking information, invading my privacy, talking about what you doing, officer. I'm doing me. See you operate in public sector, me, I'm in the private. I got my proper paperwork recorded and it's typed in. Can you please respect it? I don't want this to turn violent. Or call your superior officer for we be fighting. So what a District of Columbia at anyway? I see some schemers and some frauds in the USA. So what a District of Columbia at anyway? I see some schemers and some frauds in the USA. This is your Yisrael Nation and I got a message that come from the streets. We can no longer be silent. We can no longer be weak. We can no longer suffer defeat from Ashkenazis trying to be me, trying to say that they the real Jew, when they only look Jewish to me. Judas to see what they do know. Don't you know Jew is for Judah, bro? Don't you know Judas the tribe of the nation of Yisrael? Who we gon' do this for? We can no longer suffer defeat from Edomites be what they want us to be. We gotta be the most high chosen nation, cause that's the nation we was chosen to be.
Welcome to St. Louis.
Home of the steppers, chestnut checkers. Watch where you go, watch how you rep us. Don't ever disrespect us or question the status. St. Louis stepper, cause we apply pressure. Home of the steppers, chestnut checkers. Watch where you go, watch how you rep us. Don't ever disrespect us or question the status. St. Louis stepper, cause we apply pressure. Dude, I'm from the loop, I'm tried and true. We mix red with the blue and still come out goop. Mix hard with the juice and call it a deuce. When the 12 in pursuit, we high speed through the loop. If we ever feel pressed, we cock and shoot. We got everything for sale, that including you. Your little vibe looking good, we running the chew. If that bag looking right, then we fucking with you. My man taking flights to get a broader view. Left tickets at the port so his broad could come too. It's a celebration every time the gang come through. Got lions, tigers, and bears like the St. Louis Zoo. If you're ever in my city, it's roots to the show. And we only tellin' niggas that need to know. His steppers on every corner got switches and dope. So watch who you fuck with and watch where you go. Home of the steppers, chestnut checkers. Watch where you go. Watch how you rep us. Don't ever disrespect us or question the status. St. Louis stepper, we apply pressure. Home of the steppers, chestnut checkers. Watch where you go. Watch how you rep us. Don't ever disrespect us or question.
You are listening to Yisrael United, hosted by your brother Yekobin. You can follow us on Instagram, check us out on Facebook, and also subscribe to that YouTube channel. We're a kingdom awakening a nation. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
We back, yeah.
It's gonna go through.
Alright. That was a nice little break we had, y'all. That was a real nice little break. Alright, Tim. Let's get on right back into this thing, man. Where you stop at?
Exodus chapter 14, verse 21.
Exodus
20.
chapter 14,
Verse 20.
verse 20. Hey, get y'all scriptures out. Make sure we ain't sitting here talking no bullshit, man. Alright? Follow along and hit that line. Somebody shoot it to him.
314-339-9759.
Hit us on up. Let us know what you think. Alright, Tim, where we at?
Coming between the host of Egypt and the host of Israel, and there was the cloud of the darkness. And it is lit up the night without one coming near, and the other coming near the other all night. Then Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord drove the sea back by a strong east wind all night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. And the people of Israel went into the midst of the sea on dry ground, and the waters being a wall to them on their right hand and on their left. The Egyptians pursued and went in after them into the midst of the sea, and all.
Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. You talking all that shit. Wait a minute. You just reading this shit like the whole fucking river ain't just split apart on the motherfucker.
Why he read this?
You know what I'm saying? How the fuck you just gonna read that shit just like that? Like the whole motherfucking river ain't just split apart on the motherfucker.
It wasn't the river, it was the sea.
On the eastward wind.
A whole motherfucking, did you say river? Hold on, Cash, what'd you say it was?
It was the sea.
And you know this, man.
I got it off again. I got that shit off again, y'all. Alright. Tim, read that shit like it's a sea that's splitting apart on the motherfucker. Hey, before you read it like that, did it just happen all instantaneous like motherfuckers just be that thing like, let the sea split, and the motherfucker just split?
No.
How'd it happen?
Overnight.
It did happen overnight. It happened gradually overnight, the sleeves. But it did say it had a wall of water on each side.
If y'all ever seen Moana when she was a kid, she had walked through the sea and it was just opening up for her. That's how I imagine it.
No, it ain't happen like that though.
I mean, it probably did.
It didn't. No, it
was
didn't.
on the east side.
That's how it was on Moana. And she put her hand through the water and everything.
But it happened overnight. And it was more than just one person.
Yeah. See, give it an example.
So they wasn't just walking through it and it was just opening up. Like, no, it
It
opened
was just
up.
an example
Yeah,
on how
so
I
like,
watched,
what?
on how I view it.
But that ain't what the book said it happened.
All right, Tim, how the book say it happened? He want to laugh and shit.
It says, coming between the host of Egypt and the host of Israel, and there was the cloud of the darkness. And it is lit up the night without one coming near the other all night. Then Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord drove the sea back strong east wind all the night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided.
All right, stop. Now you go just reading over that shit again. Wait. So, he stretched out his hand, right?
Yes.
And then, I'm telling Tim, I want to read it slow,
he
little bit
stretched
by
out
little
his
bit.
hand
He stretched out his hand, and what happened after that?
and drove sea back by a strong east wind.
Okay, so he stretched out his hand, and the sea drove back with a strong east wind. It drove that motherfucker back, kind of like a what? Like a storm or some shit.
Yeah.
Right? Strong wind, right? Keep going.
All night and made the sea dry land.
So this shit happened all night. So it split that motherfucker up. The waters, like a strong east wind, split that motherfucker up. Now, did it say that the shit was like a couple of feet apart?
Nah.
So the shit could be like a whole city apart. It could be a wall all the way the fuck over and a wall all the way the fuck over there, right?
Yeah.
Because the whole nation of people had to fit through this shit, right? Keep going,
And
Tim.
it was a sea.
What else? What happened?
And the waters were divided.
And the waters were divided. Keep going.
And the people of Israel went into the minded of the sea on dry ground.
They went into the what?
We went into the midst of the sea on dry ground.
Oh, okay. And they went into the middle of that motherfucker, but it wasn't no water there. It was dry ground. Keep going.
The waters being a wall to them on their right hand and on their left.
So on one side of them was a wall, and on the other side was a wall.
So it's like they was just walking straight through it.
Yeah.
The Egyptians pursued and went in after them into the midst of the sea.
Who went after them?
The Egyptians
They did what?
pursued and went in after them into the midst of the sea.
And what happened?
All the Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen.
Oh, okay. All the motherfuckers went in there, right? And what happened?
And in the morning, watched the Lord in the pillar of the fire of the cloud, looked down on the Egyptian forces into a panic.
So,
They seen him.
so hold on. Read that again.
And in the morning, watched the Lord in the pillar of the fire and of the cloud, looked down on the Egyptian forces and threw the Egyptian forces into a panic.
Did it say that the Most High looked down on the Egyptians, and did they see them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Through the clouds.
They seen them through the clouds, Tim. Is that what that motherfucker say?
And in the morning, watched the Lord in the pillar of fire.
Well, hold on. First of all, you got to stop saying pillow like that.
Pillar, I said pillar.
Because you got to say pillar so I can know what you're saying.
Okay.
He said, I'm so thinking Pilar. Pilar. Pilar.
Keep going, dude, Tim. What does it say? What, talk to me, man. What the fuck the book say?
Hey, this way they
what did he just say? Hey, y'all, what did he just say? What did he just say? I don't know what he said. What did he say? What did he say?
Let's play.
Pilar.
Oh, man. I cannot script this shit, man. This shit cannot be
Lamar
scripted.
Jackson.
Tim, well, first of all, tell me where you reading that in this motherfucker, because I wanna follow along. Where we at?
We had verses. We had Exodus chapter 14, verses 25.
All right.
Clogging their carriage wheels so that they drove heavily. And the Egyptians said, "Let us flee from before Israel, for the Lord fights for them against the Egyptians." Then the Lord said to Moses, "Stretch out your hand over the sea, that the water may come back upon the Egyptians, upon the carriage and upon the horsemen." So Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to its normal course when the morning appeared.
Oh, wait a minute. So, all this shit happened overnight. How come in all the motherfucking story I see about Moses, this shit happened in daytime? Am I not tripping?
No, I see it too.
Dang, this went down at night.
Right.
It was outside. Stop.
This shit happened like overnight. The wee hours.
That is daytime. Let's start a new day.
And when the morning came, the shit was still going down because Moses went out and did one of them numbers on the motherfucker. And the whole sea closed back in on their ass. It didn't start right there, but the Egyptians, first of all, they looked up in the sky and they down there, they shitted on themselves. And they scared the motherfucker. They looked in the sky, seen some shit they didn't expect to see that.
Wait, so
they said, damn.
It took them a couple of hours to travel across the whole sea.
Yeah. Do you know how big a sea is?
Right, but it took them during nighttime. They of course had to make it, and it took all night.
Well, you say a couple hours. You know how long a night lasts? Like over 8 hours. How long do you sleep?
Not 8 hours.
Yeah, I say 6 hours.
But it was like they had to make the sea, and it said it took all night to make the sea.
It took all night, yeah, for the sea to drop back. Yep,
Yeah.
it did.
And then by the time it hit morning, Moses closed the sea. So by the time it hit night, I don't know. I'm trying to put a time frame on it, even though they ain't have a time frame.
So about time, so he opened the sea up all night.
Mm-hmm.
So that was crossed that motherfucker off. So you talking about the time it took them to cross it over because it took them all night to draw the sea back.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. So they had to run across that motherfucker.
They
something.
had to.
But they was because the Egyptians was chasing them.
On they bum.
Well,
They wasn't just walking.
they run fast.
They was harrying across that motherfucker.
But still, to think of a sea, you know, the land is like majority of a body of water,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like a really long. It's like walking across the Atlantic Ocean, or running across.
Right.
That's
And
a
then
long
them
time.
walls,
That ain't like running across no ocean now. Don't get it twisted.
I mean, it's a sea. Never mind.
It's a sea.
Never mind.
It ain't no ocean.
That's why. That's why.
Feel like
I was
one
thinking
running
of the
across
ocean.
that bus.
But yeah, they still ran across it. They still ran. They ran across. But they wasn't just look. They was running for their lives. They wasn't just running across that motherfucker.
There was hellas of them too.
They running from the Egyptian army and the Pharaoh, not just the Egyptian army, but the Pharaoh that these motherfuckers for 400 years has been,
Yeah. Well, I don't see them running. I think they was riding like they livestock because the Egyptians had like
horses and all of that. Horses, they chariots and all that shit, yeah. So they was trying to get the fuck across that motherfucker. Yeah, that's how they got across that motherfucker fast. And then morning came, Moses did one of the numbers and the sea closed back in on their ass.
Yeah.
All right, Tim, where we at with it?
They weren't fast enough.
They turned around by then. They wasn't fast enough to get back to the land.
They probably turned around once they had looked up at them clouds and shit. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't had time to make it back to the other side of the land. They wasn't keeping on that way. They seen that shit, they stopped all pursuit. What the fuck? The fuck is that? Hey, what the fuck is that? Hey, fuck them. Do y'all see that? You know what I'm saying? Shit, right. Let's go back that way. Hey, Pharaoh ain't say this shit was gonna happen. Pharaoh on that bullshit. Y'all see that? You know what I'm saying?
See, I told y'all Pharaoh was
I
tripping.
told y'all to leave them motherfuckers alone.
I know it was one
when
that
that
said
fucking
that.
water turned into blood. I told y'all not to fucking. Oh man, that's some bullshit. All right, Till, where we at with it?
Chapter 14, verse 25.
All right.
Clogging their carriages was so that they drove heavily, and the Egyptians said, "Let us flee from the before Israel, for the Lord fights for them against the Egyptians." And the Lord said to Moses, "Stretch out your hand over the sea, that the water may come back upon the Egyptians, upon their carriages, and upon their horsemen." So Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to its normal course when the morning appeared. And as the Egyptians fled into it, the Lord threw the Egyptians into the midst of the sea. The waters returned and covered the chariots and the horsemen of all the host and the Pharaoh that had followed them into the sea. Not one of them remained. But the people of Israel walked on dry ground through the sea, the waters being a wall to them on their right hand and on their left. This is the Lord saved Israel. The Lord saved Israel that day from the hand of the Egyptians. And the Egyptians saw the Egyptians.
Man, wait a minute. Hold on.
I said that day from the hand of the Egyptians.
Okay.
And Israel saw the Egyptians dead on the seashore.
Okay, so keep going.
Seashore. This the Lord saved Israel that day from the hand of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians dead on the seashore.
Okay.
Israel saw the great power that the Lord used against the Egyptians, so the people feared the Lord, and they believed in the Lord and in his servant Moses.
Okay. Now, I got to let y'all know when Marita Tim says the Lord, he's talking about the Most High, y'all. He's talking about the Almighty. All right? I don't too much like that Lord word. Because the Lord just makes it seem too low of a status for our Father. Lord is like a man status. You know what I'm saying? Nah, my Father ain't got no man status. My Father create men and women and animals and trees and shit too.
I don't like the word women.
He don't like the word women.
Why it gotta be? Why could when like I don't know? It got the men in the end.
Hey man, we need to have one of them buttons on this motherfucker that be like, what the fuck he just say?
You know where women come from? Tim?
Adam made the
You know
word
where women
woman.
come from? You don't know?
Look, you see how he keeps saying, huh?
You don't know where women come from?
No, look.
See, that's where you fucking up at. See, that's where you fucking up at. It's a safe time to just.
Just be quiet. Y'all ain't get it. Just forget it.
It was a joke.
Yeah, how was that a joke?
So what's the joke? No, what's the joke?
I said I ain't like the word women.
How? But do
Oh
you know
my
where
God.
women come from? though?
Men.
It's still, that's the same thing. Do you know where that come
Men.
from? Yes, okay. Do you know why that? I don't think you get it.
Being sarcastic.
I'm trying to catch the joke. I'm trying.
Don't get literal mixed with sarcastic.
Tim, I'm confused.
Confusion.
It's confusion.
I'm confusion. It's okay to be confused sometimes.
No, because we deal with confusion. We just can't fuck with Tim's confusion. Tim got a different kind of confusion. All right, Tim, fuck that.
You look
Hey.
like Finding Dora.
No, oh no, man, look. Tim, you gonna get one of these. Tim. Well, I don't know why he just said that. He supposed to be reading scripture. He talking about motherfuckers, talking about Dora and shit. I don't understand. You're right. Just talking about Tim confusion. Hey, y'all don't know that Tim is really crying over this motherfucker. This dude got tears in his eyes, man. Hey, Tim. I just want to know what happened next in scripture, man.
It had a little comedy in it. That was something new. That's all.
Well, yeah, it was definitely new. But I want to know what happened. Where you at, man? Because I'm still trying to catch the joke too. He just went on with some other shit. I don't get it.
Because after when we was talking about stretching out the waters.
Yeah.
And then he said he saved Israel that day from the hand of the Egyptians. And Israel saw the Egyptians dead on the seashore.
Right.
So the Egyptians was dead on the seashore.
Okay.
And when they say and Israel saw the Egyptians, they mean the Israel people, right?
Yeah, the nation of Israel. Yeah.
And Israel saw the great power that the Lord used against the Egyptians. So the people feared the Lord, and they believed in the Lord and in his servants Moses.
Okay, I got you. So okay, they made him a believer. Keep going. Where we at with it?
Chapter 15, Exodus chapter 15.
That was Exodus chapter 15. That was the end of 14.
Yep, the end of 14. Yep.
That was the end of 14. Oh. Man, we got through a lot in that motherfucking chapter. I tell you, man, we went through some ups, man, and we went through some downs in that motherfucker, boy. But it was all good. I want to start over here with Ben Yekabin. Nope, I'm lying. I'm going over here with Cash. So we always do that reverse thing. I'm going to start over here with Cash this time.
You want to go through 15 real quick?
Nah, we ain't going to go through 15. We're going to save that for next week. Tim. Cash, what you think about this chapter? Did you learn anything?
I didn't learn anything. It was amusing. I did learn that the Pharaoh is not very smart. Well, I've been seeing that for like 3 or 4 chapters now.
Well, you can't say that. It's just because his heart was hardened. It's not his fault. Well, it is his fault, but
it's logical because if bugs end up in my food and my soup and I ain't got no water to drink, I'm gonna stop messing with them.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I would have learned my lesson from when they threw the rod on the ground and it turned into snake.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. It wouldn't took you much.
No, not if you got people that could do that too, though.
I wouldn't be messing with the people who could do that. That's my point of view.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Hey. All right, that brings us to Divine.
I mean, I didn't really learn much either. But it was amusing. What I can say, is what goes around comes around. That's what that reminded me of.
Yeah.
The Most High works in marvelous ways.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Both of that. Tim. Don't be laughing, man. I got something to ask you. Tim. Oh, I can't even get it out.
Yeah, no, already.
You with me, man?
Yeah, okay, so.
Nah, wait. Hey, wait. Tim.
Yeah.
You believe this shit really happened?
Nah, yeah.
What?
Yeah,
huh?
Because it's the story from like from the true prophecies and and it's like either from what they heard or if they was there. So they basically put it all together. You know what I'm saying? Basically, yeah, it ain't from the same person.
Hold on, wait. So you saying?
Either there or heard the message and put the message in the book, and all the messages that was heard from there, put it all in the book together.
So you saying that's why this shit is shit actually happened? Because somebody was there and seen this shit and recorded this shit.
Either seen it or heard it
or some shit like that. So you believe that shit happened?
Okay,
so you talk wait now.
Okay, let me say something. Let me tell you how I believe it so deeply.
Okay.
I just found out with Little Nights or whatever. So I was watching Black Knight or whatever, right?
All right.
So
something hit him.
Really, it wasn't his daughter. It was his wife because the Black Knight was messing around with the white wife.
Okay.
And then they had took over with the king and all that, and King David was there and all that. But I remember I had looked up all that. I was like, dang, that's crazy. I'm like, yeah, it was in the Bible, so that means it's still real because it was history.
It was. 10.
And that's when they smacked him in the face.
You dropped the bomb. Ben, it's on you now. What you think about this shit? Tim said he think that shit exists.
Yeah, I think it exists too.
Did you learn something, Tim? Did you learn something?
Yeah, I was trying to say what I learned.
Yeah, what you learned?
I had learned that, I mean, he say that Well, yeah. He say the Egyptians, he let the Egyptians go, and then some of the, and then no, not the Egyptians, the Israelites. He let the Israels go.
Nation of Israel.
Nation of Israel, and some of them were scared to go because they didn't know what to do in the wilderness about a new coming. So they so used to being in the slavery, whatever, just like what's going on now. Some people scared to leave what's going on now because they so used to growing up and doing what they're doing, and then it was letting them go. He was letting them go, and they was taken in the midst of the sea and stuff, and they seen the Egyptians laying down in the shore, and Lord and fire and the cloud looked down on the Egyptians' forces and threw the Egyptians' forces into the panic, and they saw some fire in the clouds and looked down upon them and pursued. And I like the part when Moses stretched out his hand over the sea.
Split that motherfucker.
Split it.
Yeah.
Can I say something? It just hit me.
Okay.
The Egyptians must really wanted their merchandise, and I know they was mad on them while they died. Never mind. But I say that because they traveled far to get to the Israelites, because the Most High did not lead them to like the closer land, because he told them that they wanted to go back to slavery once they seen something different. So I know they had to go really far.
They did, yeah.
And for the Egyptians to catch up with them,
they was determined. Shit, they wanted to kill their ass. I say, fuck that.
Oh, that's why I don't think they left on horseback or nothing like that.
No,
they had to be on feet.
All right, well, tell me what you think.
I'm thinking, what you mean? What I think about the show?
Yeah.
It was cool.
Oh, hell no. This dude did not just say that. He's alright. Just alright, man. You know, he's alright. You know, all right, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm saying, what the fuck did you learn? Did you learn anything? Did you notice anything that you ain't read last time?
Yeah.
What you learned?
I just rock with it like I could see it more. I could like see it happening.
So you believe this shit happened? You believe walls of water was on each side of the motherfuckers?
Yeah.
I do too.
I can see that like I was there or something. Like
yeah, I believe that shit happened too.
Yeah, I did imagine it. Like it was like
yeah.
like that.
And the Egyptians like tripping and stuff, like seeing them in the sky and all of that.
Walking past that motherfucker, seeing fish and shit, grabbing motherfucker out. I got lunch for the night. Yeah, right out the water and shit.
the Egyptians had to die because they seen what the Most High really looked like, and nobody know what he really looked like.
Oh man, that had to be a sight for their ass though. I'm telling you. All right, well it's on me now, y'all. Hold on. It's on me now. Wait a minute. Let me get this camera right. It's my turn to tell y'all what the fuck I think. I think this chapter was the shit, man. I think it showed me a whole lot. First of all, it showed me that the nation of Yisrael, their confidence level wasn't too high, just like it is right now. Like, we don't know who we is right now. In the streets, you go tell a motherfucker, you ask a motherfucker, what's your nationality? They don't know who the fuck they is. They think they Egyptians and shit still. I mean, African Americans. My fault. You get what I'm saying? That's what they think they is.
Wait a minute though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say something. I just think that.
Wait a minute, it's still my turn. I'm a nope. I gave you a chance. I'm talking. My turn to reflect. Yeah. Fuck that. Now, because I be getting thrown off and shit. Now, the Most High had to come down to them and show them. See, that splitting the sea and all that shit wasn't just for the Egyptians. See, the nation Yisrael was going to Moses and Aaron on that bullshit again, time busting, man. Then we tell your ass leave us the fuck alone last time this bullshit happened.
They fought.
You know what I'm saying? But Moses went out there, stretched his motherfucking hand out, and boom. That shit came apart. They seen miracles happen. So that wasn't just for the Egyptians. That was for the nation of Israel too. Another thing it showed me is that the Most High did reveal Himself, like she said, to the Egyptians, and it fucked their whole shit up. Which
they had to rethink life.
Yeah.
They ain't had time to rethink life. They died.
They did die. They had time to think. Yes, they did, because the sea didn't close it back in on their ass yet. They had time to think about that shit.
All of this.
They had time to talk about it and all that shit.
Like, on me.
Then Moses went over there and did one of them numbers, and then the sea fucked their ass right on up.
But that's the last thing they see.
Which brings me to another, the last thing I want to say is, it might not be the last thing, but I do want to say this, that the people of the nation of Yisrael, man, He gave them the chance to see their enemies, the motherfuckers who was trying to kill them, washing land dead in the sea. The Most High showed the nation of Yisrael that He's fighting for them. Showed them that right in plain sight and view. You see what I'm saying? And it also showed me that the Most High ain't nothing to play around with. Hey.
And you know this, man.
I got it again! Yeah! And on that note, we out this bitch.
I have to keep my heart tight, keep my mind right. I have to keep my heart tight, keep my mind right. I have to keep my heart tight, keep my mind right. I have to keep my heart tight, keep my mind right. Keep my heart tight, 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 my mind right. It seems like they would love you if you know how to ball, but they won't understand when your mojo fall. Take money out your pants until you crawl. They do it like they supposed to get treated for Ebola. That hate around the corner, don't trust who will love you. Always in the drama. I don't like the mix up. Bipolar from the pickup. I thought we could talk. I guess that was a mess up. I thought you was my gutter. I have to keep my heart tight, keep my mind right. I have to keep my heart tight, keep my mind right. I have to keep my heart tight, keep my mind right. I have to keep my heart tight, keep my mind right. Keep my heart tight, 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 my mind right. What's up with the secret? What's up? You say you love me recent. I know why you sneak. I know why you creep. I know you act like you innocent. Girl, you just pick. I know why you free. I know why you with me. Why you want a baby? Why you acting lazy? Why you drive me crazy? Why acting like you shady? I had enough. It's been too tough, like too rough. I need a puff. I have to keep my heart tight, keep my mind right. I have to keep my heart tight, keep my mind right. I have to keep my heart tight, keep my mind right. I have to keep my heart tight, keep my mind right. Keep my heart tight, 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 my mind right. Smoking on my vegetables, people just too physical. Try hard to get rid of ya, I really don't get it, dude. Thought you was the homeboy, childish than my little boy. Always playing big boy, hang around with little toys. Let me just step out the way, I love women, I'm not gay. You can't tell me what's wrong, you can't tell me what's right. You had scared me once, twice, I really don't need advice from a boy that's like a mice, rolling around just rolling dice. I have to keep my heart tight, keep my mind right. I have to keep my heart tight, keep my mind right. I have to keep my heart tight, keep my mind right. I have to keep my heart tight, keep my mind right. Keep my heart tight, 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 my mind right.
I go by brother Yekabin.
Kind of straight out the lighthouse with it.
And I teach a lot of people this nationality thing, you know what I'm saying?
And the most asked question that I get, they be like, why you do this? Okay. I do this for the races, in all the foreign places, and all up in your faces, or behind doors. I do this for the biggest that try to get your tickets and try to take your digits. Hey, them some assholes. I do this for my people, so yeah, they call you sheepos, but we gon' get them, we both say you my damn bros. This Yisrael of the nation, this history in the making, this truth is what they facing, and we ain't sleep no more. I read it from the scripture, then bring it to the streets. This Yisrael United, and we the mouthpiece, but we don't piece it out, we bring it to your whole national awareness. Yeah, that's our goal. We kick it to you like the legs on a punter. Gotta run this knowledge for the beast. Take you under, take you under, take your soul, bro. Money, drugs, guns, hoes, and we getting cute by the police. If you didn't know, I do this for the races, in all the foreign places, and all up in your faces, or behind doors. I do this for the biggest that try to get your tickets and try to take your digits. Hey, them some assholes. I do this for my people, so yeah, they call you sheepos, but we gon' get them, we both say you my damn bros. This Yisrael of the nation, this history in the making, this truth is what they facing, and we ain't sleep no more. You know the game, man, we victim of our circumstance. Pop a pill, see the op, now we do the murder dance. But you can't dance with that gun in your pants, might as well pick up a book and get a Bible a chance. I know the book is old, the awakening new, and I'ma bring it to the youth with the covenant crew. And if knowledge is power, then I wanna abuse it, then bring it to all my peeps so my brethren can use it. I do this for the races, in all the foreign places, and all up in your faces, or behind doors. I do this for the biggest that try to get your tickets and try to take your digits. Hey, them some assholes. I do this for my people, so yeah, they call you sheepos, but we gon' get them, we both say you my damn bros. This Yisrael of the nation, this history in the making, this truth is what they facing, and we ain't sleep no more. I kick it to you like the legs on a punter. Gotta run the knowledge for the beast. Take you under, take you under, take your soul, bro. Money, drugs, guns, hoes, and we getting killed by the police if you didn't know. And if knowledge is power, then I wanna abuse it, then bring it to all my peeps so my brethren can use it. I'm brother Yekabin, on the platform to prove it. Yisrael United, with my city, my music. I do this for the races, in all the foreign places, and all up in your faces, or behind doors. I do this for the biggest that try to get your tickets and try to take your digits. Hey, them some assholes. I do this for my people, so yeah, they call you sheepos, but we gon' get them, we both say you my damn bros. This Yisrael of the nation, this history in the making, this truth is what they facing, and we ain't sleep no more.